All right. So as we are thinking of making this year a very bright year, making this year a very fruitful year, and then moving our 12 months to a point where it is going to be memorable, and then you're going to know that you have moved from your goals, to a higher goal. How are we going to reach there? There are things that we need to look at as we determine that we want to really drive our wealth building strategy to a point where at the end of 12 months we'll be so excited and we'll be so happy with what we did. There are a few things we need to put in place. And one of the things that we will be talking about in this video is very crucial, because as we want to be people who are wealth builders, then we must level up our skills. We must know that we need to acquire certain skills that we improve on every blessed day that propels us to our wealth building strategy. Sit tight and I'll be right back.
Income streams, they start to flow. From determination, they grow.
Yeah, so as it is in every venture, if you have chosen the stock market to be your platform where you want to use to make money, and then you want to make your millions to retire rich and retire young, then there are so many things you need to learn about the stock market and its players. And one of the things that you want to know is to understand how the stock market operates. One of the things you need to know is that the stock market is a place where people go to buy or sell shares. So as we begin to learn about the platform on which we want to make our millions, and that is the stock market, you must understand that there are players that make this market move on. And like I mentioned earlier, there are buyers and there are sellers of shares. But one of the things you need to know is that on the stock market, we have active players and we have passive players. We have active investors and we have passive investors. When I talk about active investors, in my opinion, is people who go into the stock market and briskly buy and sell shares. They do all sorts of trading to gather money and to make passive income. They make, money trading different types of instruments on the stock market. Now we look at passive investors who go into the stock market, and what they do is that they look at profitable investment and put their monies in, and all that they do is they keep their hold and they watch their money grow. So these are things that you need to understand, and you need to clearly define and look at yourself, that when you talk about making money from the stock market and you want to venture into the platform, the stock market, what exactly are you coming in there to do? So today I want you to put yourself as an investor who has entered the stock market today, and you want to look at yourself, you want to analyze yourself, and you want to set a goal for yourself, because you are in to win. You are in to make your millions. You are in to retire rich and to retire young. And so in that case, what are you determined to do and when? Right? So you must have your goal as to, how you want to retire, how you want to make your money, when you want to retire, how much do you want to make out of the stock market, and then, retire rich and retire young. This must be your personal goal. Nobody can set that for you. It is you that will set that goal. And when you're able to set this goal, it is this goal that then drives your decisions on the stock market. It is this goal that now informs you as to what do you need to do to reach your goal. It is the goal that you have set up that will now propel you into taking certain decisions regarding instruments, companies, and where you need to invest. So the best winning strategy that you need to be able to make your millions using the stock market is to be able to define the stock market and then define yourself and define your goal. You need to define your goal, and you need to set up, the parameters within which you want to work. Sometimes we enter into certain contracts, or we get into buying of certain shares, or we look at investing into certain companies, but we really do not have a goal as to where do we want to get to with this. All right. So if you enter into the stock market and your aim is to go down and then invest, you are looking at investing to make, let's say, a $1 million. I always want to talk about $1 million to start with. So now, how do you get to this $1 million? How do you want to invest, right? You need to take your calculator and you need to look at certain things that have maintained a momentum over the years, and this is where you want to put your money into. Now, if you look at calculating things and instruments that have maintained, an upward trend, which can promise you that you'll be able to make your millions investing in such, then you have to put that into consideration and then put that into your calculations to be able to determine when can you retire. How much do you need to invest? How long do you need to stay? How much do I need to spend on buying this or buying that? And then for how long do I hold the stock? I've always said that anybody can invest on the stock market. But as you enter the stock market, you must have a specific goal. All right? You must have a specific goal, because as time moves on, certain things shift, and you could set up your goal that you want to make this amount of money within this number of years trading or investing on the stock market, and things can turn, either making it longer or making it shorter. But what will keep you intact and informed, and then to know when to shift and when to, sell whatever you need to sell or to reach your goal, you need to take your goal into consideration. That is the only thing that can inform you as to what to do at what time when your stock is up and your profits are high, you have reached your target, and then what else? Yeah, so today, takeaway that I want you to have is to level up your skill. Level up your skill and level up, what you need to do to be a good player of the stock market. Then you need to sharpen up your goal. You need to be conscious of your goal. Then you need to understand who you are on the stock market. That will inform you as to what you need to do, where to invest, what to buy, and what not to buy. It is interesting to note that sometimes you're on the stock market and you're just there, and then you are buying this, you listen to this, and you jump into that. Before you realize things are going the way you did not expect, you heard this, and then you jump into that. But I've always said that if you are somebody who do not have requisite knowledge, you are not that experienced when it comes to the stock market, what we need to do is to learn. And one of the things that we need to learn is to research. And I have always said that when it comes to researching, the stock market has already made some data available. When you look at certain companies and you use certain tools and certain apps, they are able to make these data available to us so we can make informed decisions. Yeah. So for the next 12 months, you want to reassess your goals. You want to reassess yourself and reassess who are you on the stock market, right? You need to reassess yourself and redefine yourself. Then you redefine your goal. Redefine your goal, then re-strategize. All right? You need to do all these things so that it can better position you to take advantage of the stock market. So we'll be talking about how we are reaching our 1,000 to 10,000 and our 10,000 to our 25,000 to be able to trade on the stock market unlimited. And then we'll be talking about how we can be acquiring skills alongside, because we don't want to make that money and then we don't know how to maintain it and to multiply that money. We want to learn and acquire skills as we go along, so that over the years we are making the millions and we are growing younger, and then we are retiring younger and retiring rich. If you are new to the channel today, I want to ask that you will do me a favor to like the video and to subscribe to support this channel. And for the wealth builders who have returned to view, I want to urge you to continue to like the videos, continue to leave your comments and questions, and I'll be glad to answer them. And now back to the new people on this channel today. I want you to understand that this is a channel that we are set up to make our millions, to retire rich and retire young. We don't want to retire rich and retire old. We want to retire rich and retire young. So what we do is that we learn tools, strategies, and tips and tricks that we can use to take advantage of the stock market, trading options, buying, growth stocks, and then buying dividend stocks, to making sure that we are further getting passive incomes and active income, and then we are putting all together in a basket to retire rich and retire young. You don't want to miss it, so you want to hit the subscribe button so that next time I upload a video, you'll be notified. Until we meet on the next one, I wish you the best.
Start with nothing, start today. Learn to hustle, find a way. Brick by brick you build it right from the